Loving kindness is a Buddhist practice that invites you to hold yourself in a gentle awareness and radiate your love out into the world. The version I am sharing with you is adapted from Jon Kabat-Zinn's best-selling book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. If you are not familiar with the author, he has pioneered mindfulness-based stress reduction, which positively influences the way we live. To get the most out of this experience, I suggest for the next 40 days, as you are preparing for bed, set aside some time for this practice. While I was completing my yoga teacher training, I did just this. And during the process, my inner landscape evolved to support some hard decisions that I needed to make. If you devote yourself to this practice for 40 days, I expect you will have the same results. To begin this practice, take a comfortable seat. Notice how your body feels, especially the weight of your body resting into wherever you are sitting. Let yourself relax into the support of whatever is holding your seat. If your jaw is tight, let it go. Relax your shoulders and release any tension you may be holding in your hips. Do a quick scan of your body. And as you do this, notice what's happening with your breath. Invite your breath to flow more fully into your body. Breathe deeply enough that with each inhale and exhale, your belly rises and falls. From your heart or from your belly, invite feelings or images of kindness and love to radiate until they fill your whole being. Allow yourself to be cradled by your own awareness as if you were as deserving of loving kindness as any child. You may want to picture a child, a pet, someone that you cherish, or something that is near and dear to your heart. Let your love flow to this that you love. Open your heart to it. And when you are full with this, gently draw it into yourself. Let this love and kindness radiate until it fills your whole being. As you allow yourself to be cradled by your own awareness, as if you were a child, let your awareness embody both benevolent mother energy and benevolent father energy. By embodying both benevolent mother energy and benevolent father energy, you make available for you in this moment a recognition and an honoring of your being, and a kindness you perhaps did not receive enough of as a child. Let yourself bask in this energy of loving kindness, breathing it in and breathing it out, as if it were a lifeline, long in disrepair, but finally passing along a nourishment you were starving for. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Each breath nourishing the lifeline, repairing it, and drawing into you the loving kindness you wish for. In your yearning, invite feelings of peacefulness and acceptance to be present in you. You may say to yourself, may I be free from ignorance. May I be free from greed and hatred. May I not suffer. May I be happy. They are a wishing yourself well, consciously formed intentions to be free now, in this moment, from the problems we often make for ourselves, through our own fear and forgetfulness. Once you have established yourself as a center of love and kindness radiating throughout your being, which amounts to cradling yourself in loving kindness and acceptance, you can dwell here indefinitely, drinking at this fount, bathing in it, renewing yourself, nourishing yourself, enlivening yourself. This can be a profoundly healing practice for body and soul. Once this is established, you can take the practice further. You can let your loving kindness radiate outwardly and direct it wherever you would like. Begin with your family members or those you hold most dear. In your mind's eye and in your heart, visualize their essential selves. Wish them well. Wish that they be free from needless suffering. Wish for them to come to know their true way in the world, that they may experience love and acceptance. Then expand that a step further. You can direct loving kindness toward your parents, whether they are alive or dead, wishing them well, wishing that they may not feel isolated or in pain, honoring them. If you feel capable of it and it feels healthy to you and liberating, find a place within your own heart to forgive them for their limitations, for their fears, and for any wrong actions and suffering they may have caused. Let your loving kindness flow through you and into them with gratitude. And then take it a step further. You can now begin to extend loving kindness toward anybody, toward people you know and people you don't. It may benefit them, but it will certainly benefit you by refining and extending your emotional being. This extension matures as you purposefully direct loving kindness toward people you have a hard time with, toward those you dislike or are repulsed by, toward those who have threatened you or have hurt you. Draw into your mind someone for whom you hold resentment, or who frustrates you, or who causes you pain in some way. With the image of this person in your mind, draw from that well of loving kindness that is radiating throughout you and direct it toward them, wishing for them to have the love, the peace, the happiness, the abundance, and the sense of connectedness that we all long for. You can also practice directing loving kindness toward whole groups of people, toward all who are oppressed or who suffer, or whose lives are caught up in war, violence, hatred, or addiction. By directing this loving kindness, you understand that they are not different from you, that they too have loved ones, hopes and aspirations, and needs for shelter, food, and peace. Next, extend loving kindness to the planet itself, its glories and its silent suffering, to the environment, the streams and rivers, to the air, the oceans, the forests, to plants and animals, collectively or singly. This is an ongoing, ever-expanding realization of interconnectedness. It is also its embodiment. This practice uncovers what is always present. Love and kindness are here all the time, somewhere, in fact, everywhere. Usually, our ability to touch them and be touched by them lies buried below our own fears and hurts, below our greed and our hatreds, below our desperate clinging to the illusion that we are truly separate and alone. By invoking such feelings in our practice, we are stretching against the edge of our own ignorance. And in stretching, painful as it sometimes is, we expand, we grow, we change ourselves and the world. May you be filled with loving kindness in every moment, and may that radiate throughout your sphere of influence into every corner of the world. From the depths of my being to the depths of yours, namaste.